everybody, and welcome to another MX Bikes video. And today, guys, we are on a brand new compound here in MX Bikes. This is the Grant Ranch by Troyjannn MX. This is Josh Grant's personal compound that Troyjannn has recreated, and it's pretty interesting. Okay, so there's two tracks on this. You got a motocross track and a supercross track, and they're all sand traction. Okay, the old MX Bike sand traction. Now, some people hate it, some people love it. I think Troyjann's done a good job at implementing it. You don't really notice it too much, you know, with these new tires from the OEM team. Just to speak for OEM bikes, I'm pretty sure the factory bikes have good sand traction as well, from what I remember. But you honestly don't feel it too much. You hear it, but it really isn't too big of a deal. It just kind of slows you down a little bit, which I actually tend to like. I think a lot of tracks in this game nowadays are super fast, and so I like tracks that kind of slow you down. But this is a true replica. Troyjann's gotten like 3D scan data and stuff like that to really try to get this to be almost 1-to-1 scale. Now, they scaled it up a little bit just because obviously it's MX Bikes, you kind of have to do it. But for the most part, from what he said, it's basically almost 1-to-1 scale. And that is super sick. And they even got the Grant family, or at least I think probably Josh Grant's brothers, to do some testing on it and kind of make sure it's good. And they approved of it, so that's super cool. You don't usually hear stuff like that when you get like a commission from a pro rider or a pro rider's family to do their compound. I think that's super cool that he did that. So yeah, we're just gonna be ripping it up. Hit that like button. Now I'm gonna get right into the weeds. Okay, this is $30. Okay, I had the Reaper Doc accent right there. $3 this track. That's a bit of an interesting price tag. Okay, that's pretty hefty. Now, if you want to compare this to other tracks, like, let's say, JV's Goat Farm, which I believe was $3, maybe it was $4, I could be wrong, but it's, you know, $3-4, it's the same thing, let's be honest. Obviously, with the Goat Farm, you're getting, like, a ton of tracks. Pit bike, there's a turn track, 2 Supercross tracks, and a Motocross track. This is just 2 different tracks. And, not a lot of roughness on this track. I do have to say it's definitely an easier one. You're not going to get on this track and struggle. Unless you're Troyjannn, you know, he's not the greatest at the video game, but yeah, not very hard tracks, both this and the Supercross track. So I don't know if it's really worth that $3. You know, I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you're like, oh, I'd love that. Maybe it's your cup of tea. Maybe it's worth $3. But it's not a bad track. I just think $3 is a bit high. Okay, I think it's a bit high, especially when you don't know if you're ever going to be able to do a race on here. You know, if you're a solo player that doesn't have a group of friends to get in a server with, I don't know, I might never see this track in the server list. So it might just be a testing only track for me until one day maybe I randomly see it. But I tried to get in a race today to put in this video, and I could not find one. So is what it is. I hope to see it on the server list. Hopefully this video obviously gets it out to more people, and I think Linz will probably make a video on it, and maybe some other YouTubers, so hopefully we see it around. But that's always something I kind of think about, because when you want to talk about like the aerial tracks or JV's tracks, you know, there are pro races associated with those tracks. So when you buy it, you know that you're gonna be in an event with competitive riders and you're gonna do a race. But when you buy stuff on the shop, sometimes you don't really know if you'll ever get the opportunity to do a race on these tracks. So just something to think about. You know, I think the track market in this game is obviously fairly saturated. There's a ton of tracks in this game, you know, not just from this year, but from the last, you know, 2-3 years. So, you know, we still see Farm 14 and Walnut at the top of the list almost every single day, and even the stock tracks. So you never know if you're gonna see it. So you know, I think it factors in a little bit. You know, you want to get your money's worth from a track, and I don't think a lot of people just love to sit in testing. It's good when you first get on it, but at some point I feel like it does get a little bit boring. But as far as the scaling and how the track flows, I think it's great. The textures look good. Obviously, Troyjannn very good at, you know, sort of the fine details and the way the tracks look. I will say it's a bit dark. Now, I do run reshade, so I don't know if my reshade's making it look this way, but I think that's kind of interesting. I think the sun is like hidden in the clouds, so it could all be also kind of representing that effect as well. But I like tracks that are a bit more like bright, you know, light, bright. The Goat Farm's a good example for me. B-Clay made the Clomax facility, that was like a fairly bright track. JV, most of JV's tracks are fairly bright. I don't know. I think when I get on this game, I don't really want to get on a track that's like dull. And I understand if we're going for the realism part, I get it. But even with my reshade, this track is fairly dark. I think it's fairly sort of dull. But again, that's personal opinion. Doesn't mean it's bad or anything. It's just kind of how I see it. But we're on the Suzuki 4 Fatty here. And we're trying to schmoove these jumps. Not a huge fan of these. Just because they're all like the same jump, copy pasted. I really don't like when track creators do that. I mean, they look the exact same. Maybe they're a little different, but I feel like we should kind of vary them a little bit so you can actually hit that triple, triple, triple line. Make it a little bit easier on us. But yeah, I was very surprised to see not much roughness. And I've kind of noticed this with Hearn's tracks recently. A lot of them just kind of not very rough, very sort of flat and smooth, and it's kind of interesting. But we're gonna try to beat our lap time here. Come on, baby. Come on. I'm also getting sick. My throat is in pain, so if you guys don't get a video from me like in the next couple days, maybe 3 days, that's why. Obviously, I want to keep the upload streak going. We're on a pretty long one right now. And I don't think I've ever taken more than 1 day off in the history of this channel. But the throat is in a lot of pain, and this is only day 1 of this, so if it gets worse, oh, I'm going to be fighting. I'm going to be in the trenches for a little bit. So if I pause from talking every now and then in this video, it's because I'm just trying to swallow and get my throat to not hurt. We're trying to stick with this lap here. And I'm liking the Suzuki 450 recently. I can't find a 450 that I really love. I feel like I just kind of sort of like all of them, but I haven't really found one that I really gel with yet. We're gonna get around them there. Come on. Finish line's right here. I didn't take inside, whatever. We got it easy. What's our lap time? Oh my god, we got Schmeezy over there. Okay, 228. Can you guys beat a 228? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I think now we're gonna go to the Supercross track, which is all the way on the other side. Now this one I have not ridden. I've been putting some laps down the motocross track, but I have not ridden the Supercross one. Also, as far as E-Road, haven't noticed much E-Road. So I'm not sure if he maybe put in the description of the track what E-Road to put it on, but I have not noticed any. Oh, I'm in 4th gear. That's probably not the best. Just sit in 1st gear. Okay, we got a little bit of whoopies. Pretty easy. Step on, step off. Triple, I'm guessing. My goodness, these are steep jumps. Holy. Okay, maybe you can quad in that. What would you do? Quad triple? That's a triple. Okay, this is actually hard. Never mind. Maybe the Supercross track isn't easy. The jumps are so steep. Come on, baby. Oh my. Wait, maybe that's a strat. What are these whoops? What the hell? That thing's steep as a muh. I do not think those whoops work very well on MX bikes. I feel like you either skim them, or like if you get out of whack, it's kind of, you're just dead. The front end's gonna go diving in. So you just gotta skim them. Okay, step on. You can probably triple. That transition looks super steep though. Triple. Oh my goodness. I'm hitting that again. I'm not taking that reality. Can I hit in 1st gear? I should be able to. Okay, we still framed it a bit. Wow, you have to either choose quad or triple. We're hitting this again too. I think it's supposed to be a quad in. That's how the texturing makes it seem. Or you could just step on, you know, be a normal person. But dude, look at how steep the transfer to that is. My gosh. My goodness. I'm a struggle bus right now. We need to get a hold of ourselves. Oh my god. Okay, I'm seeing some E-Road actually. Double. Get through the whoops. Okay, that actually was pretty good. Oh my god, I'm in third gear. We're good. Plug the inside. Alright, we need a burner. It's time for a burner. Get going, get going. Oh my god, bro. It's too freaking steep, man. I'm telling you. I can't be the only one. He's going for the realism, I think. I mean, dude, it's just the... It's the what's it called? The freaking transitions. The transitions are just too small to get ready for that face, because the faces are super steep. So if your suspension's not unloaded and chilling, then you're just like, you're not gonna make the next jump. You have to get that bounce. But that's just kind of the style I think Hearns kind of went with Supercross. It's more the realistic style scaling, which if you're not used to, you're not used to. Did I run out of tear-offs? I think I ran out of tear-offs. What the hell? Must have been pulling a lot of tear-offs earlier. Okay. Triple. Triple in. Double double. That's probably the line I'd take. That triple. In. Ooh. Got it. Yeah, this track is a bit tough. We're on a pretty good lap though. Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, you could stay on top of them. You kind of feel out of control, but if you just go with it, you're fine. Okay, I actually like this Supercross track now that I figured it out. Definitely a different style, but I've always kind of tended to like the more realistic stuff. You gotta give it a chance, though. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Double this. I do think, though, the face of some of these jumps is a bit too steep. And I think it's not even, I feel like it's not even a challenge, it's just like, doesn't really work with the game. And not to say you can't run laps, but I feel like it's gonna turn away newer players for sure. Two wheelies, whoops. Oh no. Alright, burner right here, come on. We're gonna burn on the motocross track, need a burner on here. Go down. W. Oh, the sand traction. I love MX bike sand traction, don't you guys? It's so fun. Kind of just gotta hop skiddly do your way around, but it works out. Triple. You can do it, but then you're dead, though. You have to double this. I'm dead. I'm so garbanzo beans, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Let's try third person for a second. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is just not a good idea. Triple. Oh, I'm dead ski. Okay, guys, that's gonna end the video. My throat hurts so bad, bro. But Thank you guys for watching. That's over the like button. I wish I could do a race on it. Probably in the future we'll get a race on it. I hope. So if you guys want to get the track, get it and put a server up on it so I can join and race. But anyway, see you next video. Peace.